Welcome back to Q Entertainment, where we continue to play Magic the Gathering. In the previous video, we started a quick draft, and in this video, we'll continue with the quick draft. We were on 1 for 1 and 1 win, 1 loss, playing with a mostly black and white deck. I think if I remember correctly, we put a bunch of death touch creatures in there, some stuff with around food tokens. It's taking quite a while. Okay, we got a game. It took a bit of a long time. Okay, we have 2 lands, 1 white, 1 black. That's okay. But nothing to play really. Nothing to play. I mean, it will be a bit of a risk to just take this hand. I think I'll mulligan. This is not much better. So let's put away. Let's take it that there's a witch. Maybe one of the knights. So this is going to be a sad little cottage. Not going to get its ability, but it's a black land nonetheless. Next turn we can play the noble. Okay, we get our white source. And we can shove this thing into a glass casket. So next turn we can play the witch instead of the noble. Enter the battlefield, scry 2. You can also draw a card. You can also create a 2/2 knight creature with vigilance. I think I'll play the witch. The next turn we could play the Falmar Knight, both sides of the adventure. Target creature gets +2. Maybe that's good to keep open. Won't attack. +2/2. And it's an instant, which is great. Whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker, that creature's controller loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Wow. Put any number of creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library and draw a card. Target reveals their hand and you can discard something. I think I like that. So they have a Beanstalk, Fell the Peasant, 5 damage to creature with flying, which we don't really have. And Locked-One Paladin. Enchant creature has +3 and reach. Let's get rid of the Paladin. We have a Death Touch creature, so we don't want to lose that now. So we will not attack. They get a Fabled Passage. So they got a Gingerbread Cabin. Just created a food token. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacrifice an artifact. Put a counter on the noble. Put any number of creature cards from your graveyard. Sacrifice an artifact to another creature. Okay, so we can play this. We can bring it back. That's pretty interesting. Let's create a 2/2 token. Let's attack with a knight. That was a bit pointless, I guess. We just lost life. So we can trap something in a tower, this one, and they don't get mana. Deals 5 damage to 2 target creature with flying. I guess we'll wait till they play something else. We can play a big unicorn. So next turn we can attack with it and give it +2/+2. Okay, perfect. They play into our trap. Ouch. I forgot about that. So we have to be careful. So whenever we attack something, we lose 1 life and they gain 1 life. So let's see. Put any number of target creature cards from a graveyard into your library. It's a 2/1. Let's play the fox. So we should only attack with like basically a big thing. So we should probably play this noble and then like sacrifice like the Foulmire Knight or the token to make it bigger. So we'll sacrifice our fox because they're killing it anyway. And I think they don't get their food token as a result. We'll end our turn. Target creature gets -XX until end of turn, where X is the number. So this is good, but put in number of target creature cards from your graveyard. Do we anything special? No. Do we? Maybe we can just draw a card. Let's see. We can sacrifice more things. Let's sacrifice the Squire. And the Foulmire Knight. And we can... So we can actually sacrifice a food. Let's sacrifice this food token. And attack with the 5/5 and the 3/3. So next turn we could also sacrifice the Tempting Witch, play the Forever Young, and get it back, and then the opponent concedes. That was a good, I think that was a good synergy, good play. We got a bit lucky. The opponent was slow. We had to mulligan. We didn't really have the right lands, but ended up pretty good. I'm happy with that. Second win. We also got a card, Vega the Watcher. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, draw a card. Pretty cool card. We have 2 wins, only 1 loss. Looking good. Okay, we got an opponent. Tato. Again, a bit low on the land. It's probably because we have the 44 cards. But we can play pretty much everything in our hand. Sort of. So, what does this do when it enters the battlefield? So we need knights for this to be useful. So let's play the Halmar Opponent says hello, good game. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do they already have? Like some crazy card. Enter Battlefield Scry 2. Yeah, that's a pretty good card. So we can play the Skewer. So it has a 3 mana cost. I sort of thought it automatically attaches. It's a bit expensive. Spyglass. Enter Battlefield, look at an opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they. That's quite a complicated thing. Choose abilities of sources with the. Okay, so let's see what they activate. Maybe Death Touch. Wintermoor Commander. Okay, that's strange. Let's play our land. That's again sad because it's will be tapped. Target creature gets +2 until end of turn. Not sure how they picked. What does it mean when they pick this creature? Look, choose any card name. Ah, okay, so it's this indestructible thing. Okay. Maybe we can get rid of their artifact. I'm not sure if we have a spell like that. So now we can play. We can equip this. We can play this. We can play this. Lots of choices. So let's attack with everything. And let's see what if the opponent blocks. They don't block. Do we want to give something +2/+2? Yep, let's untap the Foul Mionite. We can block if they choose to attack again. They have a wolf. It fights a creature we don't control. It will die because it. Okay, it gained indestructibility. But I think they know that we were going to do that. No attacks. They will probably block it. Next turn we can create a 2/2 knight. Target creature gets XX. We can't play that either. Could attach this skewer. I keep forgetting. Because it lets us create a food token. Okay, they need cards. Interesting. So we could attach it to either the knight or the squire. It gets +2/+1, enough to kill the curious pair. Also enough to kill the drawbridge. I think I'll add it to the knight. I don't think it matters too much. I think I won't play this. I think I want the card draw. And we'll attack with the token. They're blocking with the wall. Interesting. So they give us a food token. We'll take it. Okay, they do play a flying creature, which is not great for us. But it's a little one. But they have green, maybe they can put something on it. Also, when they draw a second card, each turn they can put a counter on it. Also not exactly ideal. But we can give it XX, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. You only have one card in our graveyard. That's a bit sad. You can also play this 4/4 Vigilance. Or we can play the Paladin. Let's play the Knight to draw the card. Okay, we draw another black swat land. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn. We'll attack with that one. They choose to block again. We'll get another food token. That kills the... That kills our token, unfortunately. So next then we can reattach the skewer to... I think to our knight with Death Touch. Unfortunately, it means we can't cast anything else, but I think that's okay. At the end of our turn, we can move the skewer onto the other knight, the untapped one. The next turn we can play this. It'll be a 4/3. They have draw a card. This isn't too bad with our death touch creatures. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we can't. Oh no, can't. That's not what I wanted to play. So this will have Menace. We could equip it with the skewer, which will make it a 6/4. I should have attacked with this. I want this in the graveyard. Maybe they attack, we can block it. Okay, they decide to exchange this. We get another food token. And we can put this onto... Let's put it on the Menace thing. As long as they're attacking us with this little guy, it's fine. We can eat a food token if we need to. Another card in the graveyard, we can play the Funeral to kill the fairy. But it is getting big. Might have to do something about it soon. Okay, they frogified our paladin. And they scry. And they play a Ginger Brute. Can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste, and sacrifice Ginger Brute. You gain 3 life. Wow, okay, they really go to town. Flashing, enter battlefield, that's your target knight. Equip creature get +0 and has vigilance. So let's actually, we can get rid of the Ginger Brute because that is something. And then we can play the armor, attach it to the knight, it gets 0/3, which means it can't be killed by the curious thing. We should have attacked actually. Trick the opponent into maybe blocking. We'll leave this back as a blocker. Hopefully the opponent doesn't make this too big. We need to eat our food token soon. So this is 5. I think I can afford to eat 1 food token. Okay, they counter that. So we'll attack with this. They might block it, which is okay. Do we want to attack with this knight? They could double block it also. No, I think we'll just attack with the Lachman Paladin this turn. +2, +1. Okay, put 1/1 on each creature you control. And creatures gain vigilance forever young. So we can put any creature on top of our deck. We're going to play this. The commander. They sort of disabled the commander, although it didn't seem to work. So let's play this one. Probably should have played this last, but it's okay. I'm not sure if I would have had all the mana. We'll attack with this Falmire Knight and also eat a token. Okay, the opponent chooses to take that hit. Next turn we can make it even bigger. And if just need to deal with this fairy. Okay, let's play this. We can play this to draw cards. And we'll get a food token. And we can put this thing in a glass casket. Perfect. So the flying nonsense will stop. Okay, they killed their own thing. That's strange. So we can attack with everything. They might double block this to kill it, which is okay, sort of. Well, in turn, we'll use the draw ability. Draw another card. And we can put the skewer on something. Maybe we can put the skewer on after they declare their blockers, so we can get another food token. We can also play this to draw more cards. We'll lose life again. So many things right now we can play. We can play a memory theft to get one the opponent's card. Let's give this knight indestructibility. Are they going to block? We can't move the equipment. That's strange. Okay, they destroy the enchantment we put on, and then they'll probably jump block this one. It's got Death Touch, which is fine for us. Yeah, and they block that little thing. Oh, they get indestructibility again. I keep forgetting about that. So let's play this. So they get that out. So it was just kills the flying thing, really. Not the greatest card to take from them. Should have played it sooner. We could have gotten the other thing. So sacrifice a food. Player loses 3 life. I'm not sure if we can play it this turn, but pretty much that will end the game for us. Maybe we don't need to play this. It seems risky. I need to attack, I don't even think. Yep. Player concedes. Not sure if we should have attacked or not. But we get a victory, which is great. I think that's 3 now. 3-1. We get experience gold and we actually get a little pet. Let's apply it, see what that looks like in the game. Get a game against Exalted Angel. Again, a bit slow on the land, but we can play a Flutterfox, a Casket, the Knight, the Skewer. That's not bad. We have a few turns. Hopefully, we do draw more land. Unfortunately, it means playing the Witch's Cottage tapped without getting the ability to bring a thing back from the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the opponent mulliganed. I saw some. It's a little bear. I can click it. It waves at us. Alright, if we click the fish, it eats the fish. Changes color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the opponent mulliganed. Ah, it changes color again. So play that. We can play our fox. Does it change color again? Ah, it just goes back to the brown. Okay. If the opponent plays something, we can put it in a casket. This is an artifact, or it'll give the fox flying. But if that's what they play, I think I'll play the skewer. Get it on the battlefield. That's also an artifact. We also get flying. And we're doing damage. But we are going to need land. 4, 4, 4. We could play this, but I'd like to be able to draw a card at least. Only thing we can cast is the casket. Opponent's taking quite a long time to pick what they want to do. Maybe they don't have a good hand. Who knows? Yeah, they want to draw more cards. Okay, they got their land. So we can play the Squire without getting this ability. It just seems like a waste. I think I'll... that's also such a shame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's attack, see what happens. What can the opponent play for 1? Claim the firstborn. I think it's a 1 mana. Let's put a creature on the battlefield. The opponent still hasn't gotten anything out. Maybe they play something, we can put it in the glass casket. Hopefully we draw a land. Opponents hitting their land drops. That is definitely something I will put in. This can really come and hurt us. It does 1 damage every time they tap it. And whenever they play a knight, they can untap it. Get our black land. We'll attack with everything. And we'll end our turn. Next turn we can draw another card. Maybe we draw a land. We can even play it. Okay, they play a massive Hangewalker. Which may or may not be a problem for us if we get to play the knight, the cow. Okay, perfect. So do we maybe want to play something else? We can play this. It's a 4-3 for the cow. Play the cow. Opponent's attacking. Okay, they're deciding if they should. Maybe they have something they can cast. It's second time stuck on when the fox is attacking. I wonder what they have. Do they have another Thrall of Possibility? Maybe. I mean, if they had one, they should have played it. Ah, but they have to discard a card. They could have discarded a land. They have tons of land. I'm going to block with both. I feel like they might plus this thing. And see why they would just exchange it. Hopefully they don't make it too big or indestructible. Okay, they kill both, but it's not the end of the world. It's a Rumrock Knight. For a second there I thought it was a Bone Crusher Giant. It is a 3-1. Another Skewer. I'm not sure we're going to get to play the other Skewer. So next turn we could play this to give the creatures +1. Which will make it 3 and 2, 5 damage. I'm going to attach a Skewer. Play the Paladin. If we get a land, we can play the Festive thing to kill the Rumrock Knight. Or we would probably just want to kill the dragon. Can they equip this to give their thing haste? They can. Ouch. Really hope we do draw a land. Block the knight. They chose not to discard a card, so they must have a decent card. But we get this. And we can kill the dragon. They still have the slipper, so they can play something and attack. And this thing, when it attacks another target, attacking knight gains menace. Okay, they don't have another one, luckily for us. 4 damage is a lot. Let's attach the Skewer. That gives it 4. Do we play this? Do we need to eat the food? think I will eat a food. I'm getting a bit nervous. Next turn we have lethal. They can't block it. They don't have a flyer at the moment. They might have something to kill it. No, they have a trebuchet. That's not gonna do it. Okay, it's got reach, so they can block us. We'll put the other skewer on the battlefield. We'll attack. They'll block no doubt with this thing. Probably fire it off one more time. Just to do one more damage, which they didn't. Looks like they forgot. We get another food token. I forget about the skewer. That's pretty useful again. And then next turn we can put this on either of these and attack. This has menace, so they won't be able to block it. I think I'm not going to block. I'm scared maybe they have an Ember Cleave or something. Yep, I did call that. Unbelievable. So if I didn't block, that would have been game. Even that was extremely close. Do they have anything else? Doesn't look like it. We survived an Ember Cleave. That is outrageous. And I even considered not blocking. Wow. Literally the one thing I thought they might have, they had. That's crazy. Probably quite lucky there. Started off slow again, but we got there in the end. So it's just those early rounds we need to survive. Then I think our deck gets stronger. At the end, Destiny Spinner. Creature and enchantment spells you control can't be counted. Wow. Target land you control becomes an X elemental creature with trample and haste, where X is the number of enchantments you control. It's still a land. Seems pretty good. We have 4 wins and 1 loss. That is pretty good. Pretty excited about that. I think I'll take a break. End the video there. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a good round. See you in the next one.